Semen retention is not a sacrifice in any way. That is not how you should be seeing it. Instead, it is a way for you to explore yourself again. When you were young, there were a lot of things that you were passionate about. Now is the time to allow yourself to relive those moments and become excited yet again. Anything that you loved back then can return because all those things were what you once wanted. So that being said, why can't you have all that now? Do you think that by practicing semen retention, you are staying clear of women and their beauty? Absolutely not. It's time to stop thinking this way if you do. Once you practice semen retention for a couple of months, even normal women will begin to look so much more attractive to you. There's a reason all of this was skipped in school. It is a life skill that all young men need to be taught from an early age. However, like all other important things which schools never picked upon, semen retention is also one of those things. Instead of telling you how to pay your taxes and treating a woman, you spend the entire day in class learning formulas that won't really come in handy. Semen retention can end up becoming one of the biggest cheat codes in your life without a doubt. Many beautiful and handsome women lack personality, though. Men become disinterested in them after spending time with them because of this. It's not surprising that the male loses interest in her because she doesn't have enough appealing energy. It's okay to pay attention to how you look. You should do it constantly. But pay attention to this illustration. Even if a poor man wins the lottery, he will lose all of his winnings as soon as he receives them. He believes that this individual is poor, thus that is why. He doesn't believe in advancement, thus he constantly comes out as a man who isn't wealthy. He will always view life from a poor man's perspective. Semen retention is something that keeps you ahead of the pack, because as you store this energy inside of you, there will be no stopping you when the time comes to make your move. The benefits of this practice for the mind and the heart are numerous. According to supporters of semen preservation, you could experience less stress or worry in your everyday life, as well as an increase in drive for your work, doing household duties, or pursuing other objectives. The benefit of improved self-control you'll experience from abstinence is perhaps the most noticeable. Many men who have engaged in semen retention claim to be happier and more satisfied with their life overall. Some people claim to have had more meaningful, deeper connections with their significant ones. They contend that shifting their attention away from sexual activities freed them to concentrate on other elements of their relationships, such as open conversation about sex and their life as a whole. While it is very hard to substantiate these anecdotal claims, which are frequently made by the nofap movement and community, for example, conversing with guys who have experienced these advantages firsthand may be enlightening for anybody thinking about taking the same road. The more positive affirmations you give yourself, the more your subconscious mind will take note and incorporate them into your behavior. Your subconscious mind will then alter your characteristics to make you a more alluring man. You must now focus this energy in a way that will make you appear appealing. The subconscious mind's job is to determine what makes you a beautiful man in the physical world. Your entire perception of yourself will shift the instant you start liking yourself. You'll start to dress better, feel more inspired to exercise, and become a better version of yourself as you gain more self-confidence. Your perspective will alter for the better in ways that you can't even begin to comprehend. Your confidence will increase if you go from being a woman's sole option to being the only one. The old iteration of you no longer exists because it lacked love. You are love in the deepest sense because you have learned to love yourself. Instead of chasing after women, train your mind to embrace the amazing version of you. Keep in mind that you deserve wonderful things and that everything excellent that occurs to you does so for a purpose. Don't stress about the other things because worrying about things you can't control is just extra baggage. We have to constantly convince ourselves that we deserve to be our best selves. The world will then indicate that we are progressing in the correct direction. The sexual energy you possess within of yourself is called semen retention. Keep this sexual energy within yourself at all times since it gives your face a natural shine. As a result of your increased confidence, more individuals will be drawn to you, particularly women. You will seem manlier than before thanks to the internal energy that has been saved. Your sexual energy will propel you forward and make you successful. It will improve all of your qualities and enable you to expand your creative potential. Many guys can't control the strength that develops within of them. The man's entire body will then need to be damaged as a result of using this power during sexual intercourse. To better grow a guy in his behaviors, the body's high sexual desire has to be under control. Don't try to control your sexual excitement. Instead, let it inspire you to pursue creative undertakings and open up new horizons. Men who dislike women are merely those who are unable to restrain their urges to mate. These males just require a means of expression for their sexual and interpersonal difficulties. These men will be unstoppable if they can learn to restrain their desires to act sexually. These men lack discipline despite being told that regulating their sexual desire is the key to a happier life. They will become unstoppable if they develop this discipline inside of themselves. They blame women because they can't control their desires up to that time. You can't rely on your emotions since utilizing your intellect instead of your emotions will simply impair your ability to think clearly. The concept of sex is ingrained in the masculine brain. When women give sex to men, they feel strong and desired. However, there is a contradiction in all of this. The more something is desired, the elusiver it may become. Semen retention ought to make it easier for you to fall asleep, provided that your desire isn't keeping you up at night, probably as a result of more readily available free testosterone. According to research, greater testosterone levels are associated with better sleep habits, whereas lower testosterone levels might shorten and slash or deteriorate the quality of sleep. For these very reasons, men 65 years of age and older frequently have sleep issues. Even better, the effects of semen retention on sleep provide a positive feedback loop in which higher testosterone levels increase sleep, which in turn increases testosterone levels. The strange thing about this is that increased testosterone corresponds to greater sleep. That's all from us in this video. Why not like and subscribe if you like the video, guys? It will undoubtedly support the channel and inspire us to carry on with what we are doing. Starting seed retention is embarking on a journey. A physical journey will have you arrive at a physical location. The process of self-transformation will have you arrive into a new state of existence. Through the hostile landscapes in the dead of the night, a lantern in one hand, guided by light, a staff in the other, he wanders the heights, in solitude seeking the secrets of life. To the retainer, you are leaving this world that you knew for so long. The ropes of desire that bound you for so many years are now being cut away. Your vital essence is being restored. The essence that brought you to this realm that has been absent for so many years is now beginning to grow and flourish again from within you. This power will allow you to carry out your life's work, day by day, as you retain it builds. As you receive nourishment from conserved energies, subtle shifts begin to take place from within you. You may begin to see things differently, see people differently, and feel things you've never felt. You may grow apart from the people in your life and fill the pool to retreat to a place of solitude. For a time, you may even become the hermit. I'll tell you what hermits realize. If you go off into a far, far forest and get very quiet, you'll come to understand that you're connected with everything. That every little insect that comes buzzing around you is a messenger, and that little insect is connected with human beings everywhere else. You can hear, you become incredibly sensitive in your ears, and you hear far-off sounds. And just by the very nature of isolating yourself and becoming quiet, you become intensely aware of your relationship with everything else that's going on. You are being offered a transaction at no monetary cost. You trade in your worldly pleasures and in return are transformed to a higher state of being, a state closer to that of the gods. You become a powerful conduit, channeling the energy of the universe into physical forms. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. For a retainer, the very essence of the universal life force, God itself, will flow through your body and out your fingertips. It will be seen by others through your face, your aura, your words, your actions, and through your creations. Others recognize this presence through all that was created under your hand. You are given the power to create masterpieces in any undertaking of your inclination. The godly touch of genius that coursed through the veins of Da Vinci, Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, all celibates, is accessible to anyone with the ability to accumulate it. This is no easy feat, however. This act of conserving the vital forces requires the utmost discipline. To not be overcome by lustful desire is something very rarely seen in mankind. The practice of austerity. Commence seed retention, and you will delve into the depths of solitude. You will not be able to escape down the rabbit hole of fantasizing and self-stimulation for temporary destruction and relief. You will come face to face with your own self. Deep, quiet solitude. It is an acquired taste that can be unbearable at first, but with the accompaniment of time becomes the most exquisite flavor of all that life has to offer. It becomes your medicine that will nurse you back to spiritual health. Others further along the line may be well acquainted with solitude and relish it. Seed retention will heighten the experience of solitude as you slowly unplug yourself from the draining pipes of your life force that have kept you distracted and idle for so long. A journey into solitude and spiritual enlightenment is symbolized as the hermit walking through the night. The retainer will inevitably be made to walk the path of the hermit. Your essence acts as the lighting beacon the hermit holds, guiding you through the dark, unable to see the destination, yet illuminous enough to show you the next step to take. Solitude for many is a dark place. This is a journey of countless miles. You will walk a seemingly endless path up into the thick forests of the mountains, at times enduring snowstorms, gale-force winds, and everything that Mother Nature has to throw at you. The hermit will remain on the path undeterred from whatever comes his way, because the hermit knows this is merely a test. Starting this journey, you boldly made the claim to nature of your intents to retain within you the essence of life, and nature is now testing that resolve of yours. It is one thing to claim renunciation. It is another thing to carry it out. But as you continue along the solitary path, you soon notice that things along the way begin to help you on your journey. Things you initially saw as obstacles become your supporters. The environment around you is responding favorably to your pure thoughts, and as time progresses, the journey gets easier. The objects in your periphery appear to transform and change shape on this journey. The characters, the landscape, everything. But actually, it is not the external that is changing, it is you. The subtler energies of the universe are becoming known to you, many for the first time. You are beginning to see deeper layers into the very core of existence. What it is to be alive. The energies of people become visible to you, and your sensitivity is so heightened that you can sense the intent of anyone that you cross paths with. We all will be leaving this world on our own. Don't wait until you have to leave to get comfortable with solitude. Solitude is a teacher that will take you down to the deepest depths of life. Do not avoid it. Pursue this loneliness, and once you get a hold of it, embrace it. Learn it. It is best to see solitude as tranquil serenity. As you awaken, you channel God's wisdom. You learn much about the things that cannot be expressed with language. All the while on your journey, you may not see the end line of where it is you are traveling to, but a time will come when that destination makes itself known to you. Until that time comes, you will continue along the path, a solitary traveler, a hermit, with the knowledge that the vital forces will manifest themselves without your conscious action. All you need to do is create the conditions for its manifestation. I find it wholesome to be alone the greater part of the time. To be in company, even with the best, is soon wearisome and dissipating. I love to be alone. I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. Silence is the universal refuge, the sequel to all dull discourses and all foolish acts, a balm to our every chagrin, as well after satiety as after disappointment. That background which the painter may not daub, be he master or bungler, and which, however awkward a figure we may have made in the foreground, remains ever our inviolable asylum, where no indignity can assail, no personality can disturb us. Be alone in your own company. Though you are alone, you shall not be lonely. Spend time with yourself, and the answers that you seek will come. The seeds of originality and genius reside inside of you, but you need to still the mind long enough until the waters settle and the ideas can spring forth. Solitude is the mother of invention, of creation. Coupled with the preservation of your life forces, your body and mental faculties strengthen immensely as you probe deeply the questions of what you are here for and begin to come to an ultimate realization of your life's purpose and understanding of yourself. It is the catalyst that will inspire your most important actions on this earth. Allow yourself the time whilst retaining to really think about what you want, or more so how it is you can serve. This is the ultimate purpose of the hermit's journey. Don't forget to show some love. By the way, click the subscribe button and then hit like. See you in the next video.